What is up here, YouTube? Jigsaw0097 here today, making another different video today, not Eagles related. This has to do with Solo, a Star Wars story. I did make a movie review about that I will link in the description if you guys want to check that out. But this is actually about the box office. So it's Memorial Day weekend now, as you guys know, and it looks like Solo is underperforming. I think it said it only has done like 103 million, which is extremely low for a Star Wars movie. Star Wars movies are notorious for hitting like over 200 million and all that. And so this is actually the lowest grossing opening weekend of a Star Wars movie in history, guys. Now, if you watch my review, I actually quite enjoyed Solo, a Star Wars movie, but I absolutely hated The Last Jedi. And I'm getting really tired of Disney's SJW, social justice, equal rights, all this garbage propaganda in their movies. This is happening in the NFL as well. I'm not a big fan of the protests or anything like that. I think everyone has a right to do this stuff, obviously. I just don't want it in my movies and media, and I don't want it in football. I would prefer to have those things stay neutral. Not everything has to be political. That's kind of the point I'm trying to make with this. And so Star Wars, The Last Jedi had a lot of crap like that in it. Force Awakens had that stuff. If you guys have been following Star Wars, you already know, like, Kathleen Kennedy over at Disney runs like the Star Wars department now. And we had people like J.J. Abrams saying that people that don't like Star Wars just hate women. Rian Johnson basically said, we don't give a crap about what the fans want. We're going to make whatever we want. Mark Hamill is not happy with the way that they handled Luke, that's my biggest gripe of the film, The Last Jedi. And so basically all this led up to Solo, a movie that no one asked for. And then they cast that Alden Ehrenreich actor, I think I'm saying his name right, which was also kind of a miscast by most people. Again, I will link my video review if you want to watch that. I think he did a fine job. He didn't do a good Harrison Ford, obviously, but I think he did a good Han Solo. He nailed the essence of that character. So I'm not here to like bash on that movie because I already made a review saying that I liked it. But I'm just saying that I find this very interesting that this has happened with Star Wars. Star Wars has always been like the go-to franchise to make money and to cash in on nostalgia, all sorts of things like that. Film lovers like myself, we love movies like Star Wars. It was like we grew up with like Star Wars, Aliens, Star Trek, all that sci-fi. And just to see Star Wars going down the road it is, especially when Disney runs the Marvel side of things as well, and the Marvel is doing so well with not throwing that like social justice garbage in our face. And the biggest reason with that is because that's run by Kevin Feige, whereas Star Wars is run by Kathleen Kennedy. And so really the point I'm making in this video is this could be a change in the wind, guys. By no means do I think Episode 9 is going to be changed, but if Episode 9 underperforms like this movie did, this is like a side story movie, so I don't think this is going to raise as many eyebrows as we think it is. But if Episode 9 performs like this, guys, you can bet your bottom dollar that they will fire Kathleen Kennedy, and they might look into like a reboot of Star Wars yet again. I know that there's like another trilogy supposedly planned after Episode 9 wraps. We're going to get 10, 11, 12. But like I said, if it fails, I just don't think that's going to happen the way that they think it is, and they might have to retool everything, which I'm all for, because in my mind, The Last Jedi was such a fail that I have no idea how they're going to rectify anything. I know J.J. Abrams is back in the helm for this next movie, whatever it's going to be called, but I just don't see how he can bring this back from the dead, because The Last Jedi did so many things wrong and screwed up so many character arcs while also not explaining anything about the new characters that at this point I'm just like, why should any of us care? Solo was fine because it's like we already know who that is, but It's like these main entries are just confusing, to say the least. So anyway, guys, that's what I wanted to make the video about. Star Wars could be failing, guys. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. 100 million is still a lot of money, but it's like when you look at a franchise like Star Wars, this is supposed to rake in the big bucks, and it just isn't. And so maybe this will send a message to Disney, Hollywood. Don't piss off the fans, you know. We love this stuff as much as you do, and probably more than they do, as we can see. And so we know what we want. Kind of listen to us. But yeah, guys, Solo underperforms at the box office. Star Wars might be in danger. Whatever you guys think, comment down below. If you think I'm just crazy rambling, comment that down below. If you agree with me, comment. Also, if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. I'll leave a link in the upper corner of the video so that you can subscribe. And if you're a returning viewer, I want to thank you for watching this video. And as always, guys, this has been Jigsaw0097. I will talk to you all later.